Welcome to Copilot 101. This is the first lesson in the Microsoft 365 Copilot training series. In this course, we'll introduce you to M365 Copilot, explain how it supports productivity across Microsoft 365 applications, and show you how to start using it effectively in your daily work. Microsoft 365 Copilot is an approved third-party AI chat tool built specifically for work. It uses advanced AI models and your Microsoft 365 data to answer questions, generate content, and help you locate information faster. Copilot protects your data. Your prompts and responses are not exposed publicly. With Copilot, you can upload work files for context, generate images and visualizations, and collaborate more effectively on responses. Copilot is designed to enhance how you work while keeping security and governance front and center. Microsoft 365 Copilot is available wherever you work. You can access Copilot from your web browser. Copilot is also built into Microsoft Teams and Outlook. Desktop and mobile apps are available using your work account. Use the company portal app on your PC to install Copilot. Mac support is coming soon. You can also scan the QR code to download the mobile app and sign in. Once signed in, you can start using Copilot Chat right away. Let's talk quickly about the Copilot Frontier program. This is Microsoft's way of giving organizations early access to new Copilot features before everyone else gets them. For Proficient, that means trying new capabilities early, sharing feedback with Microsoft, and getting comfortable with changes before they roll out broadly. You may notice that features and screens change over time. That's normal in Frontier, and it's all part of learning what's coming next. Copilot works directly inside the Microsoft 365 apps you already use. It boosts productivity through automation, provides context-aware intelligence, and enhances creativity and communication. In Word, Copilot helps you draft, rewrite, and summarize content. In Excel, it analyzes data, builds models, and visualizes insights. In PowerPoint, Copilot creates slides, suggests designs, and helps you present your story. In Outlook, it prioritizes messages, drafts responses, and schedules replies. In Teams, Copilot summarizes discussions, supports decision-making, and helps move work forward. And in OneNote, it captures information, organizes notes, and supports planning. Additional learning resources are available to help you build skills and explore prompts. While Copilot is powerful, it's important to understand its limitations. Feature availability can vary by application. In the Frontier program, this is even more prevalent as Proficient will see rapid advances in capabilities across apps. Copilot only has access to data within Microsoft 365. It cannot see information outside those systems. Clear, structured prompts produce the best results. And like all AI tools, Copilot may sometimes generate generic content that benefits from human review and refinement. It is important to trust but verify. Now we're going to take a look at M365 Copilot in action.
In this walkthrough, I'll show you how to navigate the Microsoft 365 Copilot experience, what you're seeing on the screen, how to move around, and what each major area is designed to do. The goal isn't to teach everything Copilot can do, but to make the interface feel familiar so you can start using it confidently. When you open Copilot, you land in a chat-first experience. This is intentional. Instead of learning new menus or commands, you interact with Copilot using natural language, asking questions, giving instructions, and refining results through conversation. Copilot is available across Microsoft 365, including Teams and Outlook, and as a standalone app, but the experience stays consistent across all platforms. On the left navigation panel, you'll see you have new chat, and this is always your starting point. Below that, you have agents. You could pin different agents to the panel, your notebooks, previous chats, and then at the bottom, you have access to your normal productivity apps. Now, looking at the main portion of the screen, you'll see at the top that we have two tabs, Work and Web. This controls where Copilot gets its information. When Work is selected, Copilot is grounded in your organization's M365 data. thinking about emails, files, meetings, chats, SharePoints, content you already have permission to access. When web is selected, Copilot uses public web information only, so it doesn't have access at this point to any of your emails or files. So for most business scenarios, work mode is the recommended choice because it keeps responses relevant, secure, and grounded in your real work. Next, you could see this auto little button here. And what the auto section does is it houses all of the different models that Copilot has access to. So Microsoft will automatically select the most appropriate model based on whatever it feels is going to be the best model to accomplish the task that you've asked it. But you do have the option of selecting your own models by selecting the caret icon next to the word auto. And when you do that, it'll open up a drop-down menu. And you can see here you have several options. So it's got things from a summary perspective. So auto means Microsoft will choose based on the task, quick response. It'll use an agent or a model that will quickly get to an answer, think deeper. It'll get a model that will have deeper reasoning capabilities. And then you have some very specific model options here. You see the latest model of Claude. You have some GPT options that are available to you. And as Copilot evolves, this list of models is going to change. And as a Frontier client, this will probably happen more often than not. Next to that, we have the new chat pane. And so you can click this button, it'll start a new chat. Next to that, you have this green shield. This shield indicates Copilot is operating with enterprise data protection. So what this means for you is Copilot only accesses data that you already have permission to. Your prompts aren't used to train any public models, and existing security and compliance controls are enforced. The shield is basically a visual reminder that Copilot is designed for secure, responsible enterprise use. Next to that, you have the three dots, and in that three dots is basically your settings area. And in the settings area, you have the option of changing some personal preference items, such as how conversations behave, or putting in a permanent role for Copilot to assume. Think of things like, as my role as a project manager, I have designed here for Copilot to always respond from a project manager perspective. And then also when I prompt to always give me certain outputs. So you can set that here in your settings, and then Copilot will always behave in a certain way. Now, in the main area of the screen, you'll see here this box here, and this is your prompt window. And this is where you're going to be interacting with Copilot. So you can just type in natural language, and Copilot will respond based on its interpretation of what you've placed here. You can also hit the plus sign to add additional content. So when I hit the plus sign, you can see I can add information such as files, images. I can attach different agents to my conversation to have it function. I can also use the slash to pull up some additional options as well, where I can include different files that I've recently interacted with, or I can go and search for files from my device or attach cloud things. Next to that, I have the microphone icon, and this is how I can start dictation. And then as I start talking, it will just start writing down the things I'm saying. And then when you're ready to kick off your prompt, you just hit the send button. So now let's look at some of the things, some quick uses so you can see some of the things. Below that also you have some suggested prompts. Now these prompts are just things that Copilot has surfaced based on what I normally do during a day. And so it's just trying to help me get to what it thinks might be best for me to be working on. So I'm going to ask it, let me look and see if it's got any easy to use. Okay, so let's click this one and we'll run the prompt and see what happens. So I've asked it to draft me an email urging team members to read this PowerPoint or this PDF file. And so you see Copilot going to work here. It's running off of auto and it's drafted an email for me. And while that prompt is running, you can see this stop button. Once the prompt is done, that will change. But you can see now Copilot is going through and it's figuring out what makes sense from a narration perspective that I need to communicate to my team. And now the prompt is done. And so here's my email. I can hit this copy button. I can hit the thumbs up or thumbs down, and this reports feedback back to Microsoft so they understand. I can do some additional prompting from it. And I have some options here of adding to pages, exporting to Word, things like that. Now, to summarize, again, Copilot is a chat-first assistant designed to sit alongside your work. The left navigation keeps apps and Copilot connected. The Work tab grounds your information in your company data. The Auto button here allows you to choose which model you would like to use to navigate and complete your task. And then the shield icon lets you know that your data is protected. This is the main prompting area where you will do all of the activities that you're working with Copilot. Once navigation feels familiar, the real value comes from how effectively you ask questions and can apply Copilot's outputs.
In this module, we introduced Microsoft 365 Copilot, highlighted key use cases across Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, and OneNote, plus frontier program notes and limitations like app variability and the need to review outputs. We did a demo, navigating the interface, and even ran a sample prompt to show Copilot going to work. As a bonus part of this training series, we will be supplying some handouts to help you get started, such as the one displayed on the screen. Thank you for participating in this program, and we look forward to seeing you in the next section.